Debonair. Okay.
Yeah. So what is the ideal marrying age? Like, what do you think is a ideal marrying age? Do you think it's young, like 18, 19, fresh out of high school, 20, 25, 30?
Well, that's a really good question. I'll say I got married when I was 22, if I'm not mistaken. Um, was married for what, 5 years, but we had already been together, longer than that. That was too young, especially for a person, speaking on myself with like no experience in dating.
Yeah.
Uh, my advice to anybody would be just kind of like mama told me, date a little bit, live your life. You young, you don't want to hear that bullish when you're like, I love him. Oh, that's my husband. That's gonna be my husband. That's my everything.
Yeah.
It's like that's my heart. It's like no, you need to, grow. To me, an ideal age, if I could, let's- I want to say maybe like 32, 35-ish. Reason being, by that time, you had you might have a baby mama, baby daddy now. You might be, settled down and not your young crazy self. You're not
Yeah.
popping off. You come to your senses. You've had some life lessons. Let's just put it like that. Uh, so I think around that age, now I see why people get married at 40, later 40s, 50s, and that will be their longest relationship. Like that's just it for them. I
Yeah.
see why they get married, you know, later down the road because you live and now you're like, okay, I felt, I felt that, I saw those things. Let me go over here now, and chill out. This the woman I want to be with, this the man I want to be with, and I could just ride the rest of this way out. But yeah, I think maybe like between like 32, 35, maybe even older, maybe even 40. I don't know. I just feel like for real.
For men and women, I think it's different for men. I think. Well, go. I'm waiting to finish. Go ahead.
Um, I don't know. I just feel like the later 30s. That I'll just say like that would be my thought. The latter part of your 30s because you've had a chance to have some experiences cuz I ain't gonna say how old I am, but I feel like I'm, I'm still like that young. So it's like I got a lot more to do before I say, okay, I think I want to get married again. I just feel like it's so much more for me to do before I say, okay, let me settle down now. I just do, you know. It's a lot of work. Marriage is a lot of work. People
Oh,
think
trust me, I
marriage is
heard.
the people think marriage is the wedding. It's not the wedding, it's not the preparation, it's
Yeah.
not all this goodness that y'all having before you set this date because as soon as you do that, it's going to flip. It's not going to happen per se overnight, but it's gonna change and in different ways, not horrible right away out the gate, none of that stuff, but it changes things and it's work. So you got to make sure that that's a commitment that you really want to make. A lot of people is stepping out here getting married and they divorced or separated in a year because they don't take the time to get to know, this person that's going to be your potential spouse. You just got to know, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
it's just,
you're right.
it's work.
I feel you. I think the ideal age, like for women, I think the younger the better. I think if she's like 22, 24, even 26, I think those are like great ideal ages for women. I think I don't think you got married too young. I think you got married at like the ideal age that you're supposed to get married. You know what I mean? Like I think it's that. But for men, I think men shouldn't get I don't think men should get married until they have certain amount of money in the bank, whether it's $25,000 or $30,000. They don't have to own a house per se. They can at least have a mortgage. You know what I'm saying? Or rent if they want to rent. Some people want a mortgage, so you can rent too. That's fine. At least have a car, own a car. You know what I'm saying? Like those things, man. So I think for men, at least 28 or 30. That's what I think. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Because I say 22, the youngest, 26, 28, the oldest for women. The reason why I say that is because if she wants to have kids, she has to be careful. Geriatric pregnancy is right around the corner. 32, 33,
That's
right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? So if she gets married at 30 or 32, that means she got to get pregnant at night. And then that means 9 times out of 10, she probably won't be able to have one, maybe 2 kids. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, I don't know. It depends on if she wants kids. If she doesn't want kids, then she can get married whenever the hell she want to get married. You know what I'm saying? But if she definitely wants kids, especially if she wants, like, for example, like my sister's like, oh, I want kids. I'm like, well, you need to hurry up and get married. Every after pregnancy is right around the corner. Time waits for no man or woman. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's that. I think that's like the good age. Like 30, I'm sorry, 28 minimum guys, 30, 28, 28 or 30, that's the starting age. Ending age, I don't see an ending age for men because men can be 60 years old and get a woman pregnant. You can start a family at 60, 70, like it legit doesn't matter. If a woman wants to start a family, she has to do it young. Because once she hits 30, 35, now we're talking about risking her life and the baby's life, you know, and the baby's life and or health. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. I kind of want to say, depending on where two individuals are in their life as far as career, that also makes a big difference too. So you may or may not have to say, oh, like, let's get married at this age. Like, if you go right into college, after you graduate high school, and you work up to, you go ahead and you get your nursing degree, or you get whatever business degree, and you go, you jump right into your field, then both of you guys are already pretty much grounded, and you have something to start to build on. That's stable. So now this couple can, yeah, you can go ahead and get married. But if you're like, you part-time in it, you still trying to figure yourself out, things are kind of like up and down. It's like, don't one individual be like that, and then the other person like, I still think we should get married, it'll work out, we love each other. That never works. Never works.
yeah,
So yeah, just
yeah,
depends on life circumstances to me also. And then yeah, you're right, the women, know the later it gets, the harder it is for us.
yeah. No, I think it's that, man. I think it depends because again, like I said, there is some. I've dated several girls that now want to have kids, so I think it just depends on that. If she doesn't want to have kids, then she can get married whenever she want to get married. If she wants to have kids, it depends on how many. So, for example, if she wants to have 3 kids and then she's 23, now I would look at her and be like, hey, listen, like I strongly suggest that you get married before 27, 29, 30, the oldest, because you remember you're going to get pregnant for 9 months. So hopefully you go full term, hopefully you have a healthy baby. So 9 months, hopefully let's scratch out the cesarean, the C-section, right? Let's just say you had a natural birth, maybe you tore a little bit and now you still need 3 months to heal, right? So that's 9 months plus 3 months, that's 12. That's a whole year. You know what I'm saying? So
What we be
now,
doing for y'all? You see
and
the
listen,
gifts that the women be giving, you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. No, I'm here for it, man. I'm here for it. I just know for a fact because I talked to so many girls about these type of topics. I had a homegirl who told me, she was like, oh, I'll get married maybe when I'm 35 or 38, and I'm like, oh, okay, well, when's the last time you seen like your OBGYN? He's older than me. When the next time you seen your OBGYN? Like, do you know like what age you reached after pregnancy? And she never, like, she went to OBGYN, but she never asked like about those type of questions. I'm like, yo, these are the questions you need to be asking. You talking about you want to get married at 37, and you talking about you want to have at least 2 or 3 kids. You gonna get married at 37, and then your ass can't have kids. Then what? Now you stuck. Now you're
Pushing
gonna
it.
have to adopt or get a surrogate or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So unless you cool with that, I'm not cool with that. I don't want no damn surrogate. Like, no, I want to be having a kid with the damn woman I'm spending the rest of my life with. I don't want to have. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with me, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The finish line, I ran past it.